Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. First of all, I just want to welcome everybody that did join me today on our first CA Lunch and Learn. So thank you for being here. I do want to go ahead and give out my email. I'm going to give you my cell phone number. If you do have any questions or anything regarding this Lunch and Learn, you could just reach out to me. You can also leave questions in the CA Facebook group right here on this group. That way everybody can kind of see your questions, and maybe you're asking some of the questions that they have as well. So my email is Karissa, Karissa, at focusokc.com. And my cell phone number is 405-408-7137. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. In the next CA Lunch and Learn, we're going to do on Tuesday, August the 19th, the same time from 2 to 2:30 p.m. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Coming up with this title, I thought it was necessary just because here in our office, we've always worked on how to create a 5-star patient experience, but we've really been focusing on this, and we've added some new things to our office that are really helping us implement certain things. So the title of it is Creating a 5-Star Patient Experience. Why patient's experience matters. First and foremost, it builds trust and loyalty. A great patient experience helps patients feel heard. It makes them feel valued and cared for. It also improves health outcomes. When patients feel respected and understood and that they are cared about, they are more than likely, they will follow through with their treatment plans. A lot of patients will come in and they will start feeling better right away and kind of want to stop treatment, but we hear so often how they're like, you know what, I'm feeling so much better. I didn't even know if I needed to come in today. And they end up coming in just because of the experience and how they're treated in the office. They just know that they belong there, so they want to be there. It's super important to really pay attention to the patient's treatment plans and making them feel that you are aware of like what visit they're on, what treatment that they're on. And also we need to help the doctors stay in check with, if the doctor says that they want to see him in a week or whichever, we just need to pay attention and be like, oh, this patient is still on a treatment plan, so let's try to keep them at their 3 times a week. And because we don't want patients coming in and saying, what visit am I on? Am I almost done? So we just kind of make the patients aware of their treatments, like in between their treatment plans, and let them know like what visit they're on, and just kind of keep them on track. Creating a 5-star patient experience also drives word-of-mouth referrals. Happy patients are honestly our best marketing tools. We, starting with Dr. Young, almost 25 years ago, we never did marketing. We never did advertising. We never did anything like that. We simply built a 500 plus practice from word of mouth. It's more than just online reviews, although the online reviews now are helping, but it is just the attention and everything that we put on the patients will drive those word of mouth referrals. It also reduces missed appointments. It eliminates slow quitting patients. And if you know what slow quitting patients are, it's mostly like patients that do start to feel better and they come up to the counter, you try to reschedule them, they say, no, I'll go ahead and just, I'll go ahead and holler at you next week. I'm not going to schedule right now. We really encourage our patients to get on the schedule because that's kind of how they get missed. If they're not on that appointment schedule, they're not getting text reminders. They're not getting anything like any communication from us. So we do encourage the patients to go ahead and get on the schedule, because slow quitting patients are also, it's easier for them to do that through text messages because they don't want to call and reschedule their appointment because a lot of them know that I'm going to talk them into coming in. So creating that 5-star patient experience does eliminate missed appointments, and it eliminates slow quitting patients. When patients feel really connected to your office, they are more than likely to not cancel and not no-show. Being a 5-star patient experience, it sets our offices apart from other offices. It makes our office more memorable than other offices that are out there that offer the same similar services. We have chiropractic offices on every corner, but what sets us apart is the attention and the experience that they get when they come to Young Chiropractic. Now, how do we create that 5-star patient experience? So let's dive into this. Most importantly, CAs, it starts with us. We are the one creating that experience. We are the first person that those patients see. We're the first ones that the voice that they hear when they make that first phone call, it's all about the tone of our voice. It's all about the excitement of answering the phone, whether they're a new patient, whether they're an existing patient. It's all about that first experience. And it's important from the first phone call, the first appointment that they make. They could be halfway through their treatment plan. They could be, at the end of their treatment plan. They could be maintenance patients now. It's super important to treat those patients the same from their 30th visit, or from their first visit to the 30th visit. Those patients want that same care throughout their treatment plan, because sometimes it is easy for us to get comfortable with them. Maybe we're chatting with them a little more than we did from that first visit, but it's good just to keep that experience the same as it was, and the enthusiasm that we had meeting them for the first time. A warm and welcoming first impression is very important. We have started in our office doing a new patient welcoming board, and it's on the outside of our office, and it says, "We love our new patients." And it has their first name, last initials. So for like the new patients in the morning, we have the board for the morning, and then we change it out for the afternoon. Patients, they love it. They love to see their name, especially the kiddos that come in and see that, we have that board out front, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm already being recognized and I haven't even walked into this office yet. So if it or whatever, I can post it here on the Facebook page. But it is a good little, sorry about that. It is a good little addition for new patients coming into the office. A very important thing is a clean office. It's just like, and I know I've said this before, if y'all know who I am, it's just like having, if we're going to see 200 people that day, 100 in the morning and 100 in the afternoon, it's just like having that many people over to your home. And the office should be the same way. We clean the office, dust, I mean, you name it. We have our checklist that we go through. Still, after all these years, I make sure everything on that checklist is done. But we clean in the mornings before patients, and at lunch. We clean the office at lunch. Those afternoon patients are just as important as our patients that came in that morning. So we always want to make sure the office is super presentable, because that is a reflection of us. It's a reflection of our office. It's a reflection of who we are and who we are trying to be. Very important, just like the new patient referral board. We address all of our patients by their name. I try to have their name memorized by their second visit. We introduce ourselves, let them know who we are. Before they go back to the exam room, their name is said again. When they leave, before I schedule them on their second appointment, I repeat their name again. So the next time they come in, I address them by their name, and it just blows them away. They're like, I cannot even believe you already know my name. It just makes them feel important. And that's what we are wanting to do, is make them feel important. Just like I said, patients, they love to hear their name. They love to see it. I say it, 3-4 times. And the next thing is clear communication. Very important. It's explaining procedures, going over insurance, anything that has to do with our patients and their care in the office. We have to have clear communication. Going over insurance, going over financials. We have to let those patients know that we are confident in their care. We're confident in their insurance. We're confident in their in the financial, and we just take our time going through everything. We don't want the patients to feel uncomfortable when it comes to talking about money, because it is uncomfortable. They just were in there with the doctor for, a few minutes, going over the x-rays and going over his reports. So when they come to us, we are going to be that actual last impression on them for that visit. So we have to make sure that we're calm and confident, just like they were when they came in. Financials, I know I had already mentioned this, but it's so important not to rush and to take your time and explain it to them the way that they'll understand. Insurance, and I feel like it's just getting more difficult. All these different plans that we're adding in. It used to just be Health Choice and Blue Cross here in Oklahoma. There's so many other ones now. So explaining that to them will make them feel better, and they're not going to go home and just be like, what just happened? Like, what did I walk in there to, and what did I walk out of? Like, we don't want them to be overwhelmed. The next point is that personal connection. It goes back to remembering names or asking about their families. We're constantly, especially if a mom or somebody comes in and they do have children with them, we actually have them on their paperwork. They fill out paperwork, and it says, how many children do you have? A lot of people will put the names of their children and the ages of their children. It's so important to just simply ask, oh, I see, you've got some kiddos. Do they receive chiropractic care as well? It's all about generating those referrals, and people like to be asked about their kids. I mean, I know I do. So it's just like engaging in that and asking them about their children. And maybe they're not going to get them in right away. Maybe they're, you know, kind of wanting to be the guinea pig of this whole chiropractic thing that's new to them. So later on, I mean, just you introducing the fact that we do treat children successfully for so many different things, it just makes them feel special and that you do care about their families, and, you know, not just them coming in, that we want to get the whole family well. So engage with them, but also trying to keep it strictly to chiropractic, because sometimes it can get out of hand and they can start talking about different things, and like maybe family vacations or different sports, you know, certain things like that. So we do try to keep everything to chiropractic, but it's that personal connection of just asking about families and asking about stuff like that will help generate more referrals. And we want nothing more in our office than to see everybody and all of their families. So it helps us continue to generate referrals. We keep a referral board up at the front. We did this for years and kind of stopped doing it, and I'm not even sure why, but we got back to doing that. And just like I said in the beginning, patients love to see their names. Even our existing patients that have been coming in, they come in and I've got like the referral board kind of to the side of me, and it just says, thank you for all the great things that you say about us. And I have their first name, last initial, and the patients love that. We also send out thank you cards to all the patients that refer, and it just pretty much says the same thing. I can send y'all a picture of ours if you would like to look at it. And then a fun new thing that we started is our top referring patient for that month, we are sending them a gift, and they love it. Now I feel like it's kind of a competition between the patients, which is great for us, because we did started doing that extra. This last time we sent like a $50 arrangement from our favorite florist here. She received the flowers, just thought it was amazing. She couldn't believe that her chiropractic office actually did something like this for them. So that right there set us apart from all others. There's different things that you can do, maybe like a 60-minute massage, or, you know, just anything. And even men, there's like different things that you can do for them as well. You could do like a $50 like restaurant gift card, or, you know, anything like that. I do, just going back to reviews and stuff, I do want to share a few of our reviews, and it just kind of shows what we've been focusing on in the office and how it has really reflected, and how the patients have done reviews kind of based on how they are being treated in the office. So I've got one from a patient that says, everybody is so friendly and caring. When you walk in, from the moment you walk in, from the moment you leave, the doctor explains what your problem is, shows you where and why you have the problem, and explains explains the plan correctly to your pain. I was so impressed when I was shown my x-rays in the exact point to where my problem was. I have several family members that have gone here for treatment, and I see why they love this place. I would recommend Young Chiropractic and his staff to anybody. I've got one here. Dr. Young's office is a well-oiled machine, focusing on customer service. I was greeted by name, and I watched customers come in and go like a synchronized dance. Another one here. I am finally happy to find a place that is willing to take the necessary steps to help me. The staff was so professional and so welcoming as well. Dr. Adam Turbeville listened to what I had to say and asked questions that could better help me understand what I was going through. See, it's like going back to the doctor. It's just like helping them understand and like really taking our time. Thank you to the staff, and I look forward to coming in every day, which is awesome. I first came to Dr. Young because my low back was causing me mobility problems and considerable discomfort. Now that I've been getting adjustments here, I forget that I even had those types of pains to begin with. The front staff call me by name when I walk through the door. The service is so friendly. I thank you. See, when you're getting reviews like that, and we have so many great reviews, when you're getting reviews like that and they're constantly talking about, yes, they're feeling better, but they always point out how they are treated by staff. It is so important. I mean, just think about it. You go to any other doctor's office. I try to stay out of doctor's offices. I mean, you know, I live strictly by chiropractic, but some of those women up front, gosh, they just act like they don't even want to be there. Like they're miserable. They've got like the sliding door. Yeah, can I help you? They're sitting down and don't even get up to greet you or call you by name. So that's why we don't want to be, you know, we don't want to give them that experience, because I know I hate going like to an urgent care, anything like that, just because of the whole experience that you get. At the end of the day, so super important, if y'all aren't doing this in your office, we did start doing this a few years ago. At the end of the day, I give Dr. Young a list of the new patients we saw for the day. I have their phone number, and then I put to the side who referred the patient in. Dr. Young will send a text message or he will make a phone call to just check on the patient. Just, it was nice to meet you today. I'm just following up with you, just making sure everything's okay. We are so grateful that so-and-so referred you in. And then that next day is when we will send that referral card. So the referral cards, referral boards, all the reviews, how we're treating the patients, that's how we are going to build that 5-star patient review. I want to just kind of go through some quick wins and action steps, just kind of a little recap of maybe things if you are working on things in your office, or maybe you do want to make some adjustments and change a few things. I just kind of want to do a little recap. Most importantly is the names, and just, you know, calling them by name and continuing to repeat their names, greeting them on the first visit. Make that visit just so important to where they want to come back. They want to be back in your office. We're always smiling and we're always making eye contact. And just this last week, it was crazy in our office. We came in Monday morning with no air conditioning. Our air conditioning unit completely went out. We walked into the office, it was 86 degrees, and it climbed up to about 93 by the time we left. We did not get the air fixed until late Tuesday. We just kind of went on our day. We saw over 230, close to 3 maybe, in those 2 days. And I did have a patient call, and this was on Tuesday. This was going on our second day of hotness. And I had a patient call, and he was like, "Hey, Karissa, is Dr. Young in?" I was like, "Yeah, he sure is. Come on in. We're here, you know, just come on in." And he comes in the front door and goes, "Is y'all's air out? We've got fans blowing everywhere. You know, we're going to make this work." And he goes, "Wow." He goes, "I would have never known that y'all's air was out, and it had been out by the tone in your voice. He was like, you didn't seem discouraged, like you didn't seem like anything was going on. And that just like triggered, and I was like, okay. I mean, this is why it is so important to, whether I'm sitting in an office that's 71 degrees or 70 degrees, or I'm sitting in an office that's 95 degrees, we have to give them the same experience and make them feel like we want them there, instead of being miserable, hot, and wishing you were at home in your air conditioning. Like, we were all there, we were all dedicated, seen the patients we wouldn't have seen if we would have closed those couple days. So always keep contact. A warm welcome comes a long way. Keep wait times short. So if there is a delay in a wait time, we need to be honest with patients. We have a few, sometimes we have a few new patients that are back to back. And it's important, just like, I mean, for instance, yesterday I had a new patient come in, and she had filled out her paperwork, and she was sitting there. A new patient was already in the office having an exam and consult and all that done. And I could kind of see that she was just getting a little restless. She really hadn't been waiting that long. And they don't quite understand the flow of our office yet and how it works. So she's seeing these other patients being called back. And it's so important to pay attention to detail like that, because she doesn't know. She doesn't know that, you know, we're waiting on that exam room to open and that she is the next to go back. Like, all these patients are not going to be seen before her. So I just simply let her know, hey, Rhonda, I know that you are still waiting. I just want to let you know you are next to go into the exam room. We do have a new patient back there right now. So it's all about just paying attention. And if they are waiting, let's be honest with them. If you feel like it's going to be another 5 minutes, let's be honest with them and let them know it's going to be 5 more minutes. But just kind of acknowledge the fact that we do know that they're waiting, and these other patients aren't skipping ahead of you. We're just, you know, try to keep the flow going with putting them on the traction tables and stuff like that. Next action step is staying organized and efficient. Just like the reviews and we actually get those reviews a lot. God, we have patients come in all the time saying it. God, this place is like controlled chaos. It's like a well-oiled machine. It's like a synchronized dance. Yes, because we are seeing a lot of people. We're constantly moving, but the fact that they see that and we don't look like we're stressed out or rushing, it does feel good to hear that okay, we're doing this, we're staying up on our job, you know, keeping this office flowing the way that it should flow. End each visit on a positive note. Sorry, I know I'm going over a little bit, but I'll be quick. But end each visit on a positive note. Thank you so much for coming in today. It was so good to see you today. Let us know if there's anything that we can do for you and you or your family. I know Dr. Young says these so much whenever patients leave their office. It doesn't matter. We still say the same thing. I never tell patients bye, like, bye, see you tomorrow. I'm always like, thank you so much for coming in today. See you tomorrow. I never want to end a visit with the word bye. Encourage everyone, or all action steps for the next few weeks. Let's just try to apply these to our office. Or if there's a couple you really want to focus on, just try to focus on those. Go ahead and start, if you do not have a office Facebook or an office Instagram. We've heard lots of great comments about them. We do ask for permission from patients if we can post the reviews on there. It just really helps to generate those referrals and get new people in, and just kind of put out there on social media what our office is about and how we run our office. So just remember, I'm going to go ahead and just leave y'all with this. Just remember, all patients, they deserve to feel like the VIP in your office. They deserve that treatment. I know Dr. Young always talks about when him and Shannon do go out of town and to different restaurants. They go to like Michelin star restaurants. Our office is the same. Like, they should really come into our office just like they're walking into a Michelin star restaurant. Like, the cleanliness, the attention that they get, the way that they're treated, they should just all feel that way. So I just want to encourage everyone, let's create that in our office. And if we feel like, you know, this is exactly how we run our office, this is exactly how we do everything, let's try to step it up a little bit. Maybe there's something else that we can add or something that we can do to make our offices like a Michelin star restaurant. If you have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and end there, but if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on my email. If nobody had caught that, it's Karissa, Karissa @focusokc.com. You can shoot me a text message, 405-408-7137, or just please, whatever questions you have, if you want to just drop them on the CA Facebook page, that way other CAs can see them too. Maybe it's a question that they wanted to ask. So it's just good for us to communicate on there for certain things. So that's all I have for today. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on August the 19th for our next CA Lunch and Learn. Thanks, everyone.